Hi everyone, I'm Kara Sundlin. Let's take a look at what was happening in Connecticut today in history. 1 year ago today, the state was trying to fix a gap in COVID vaccination rates. Numbers showed that black people were getting vaccinated at a much lower rate than whites. Mike Savino had the story.
We have a lot of work to do.
More people can get vaccinated today. People 65 and older having their first chance to get doses. But at the same time, new numbers from the Department of Public Health show not everyone has the same chance. As of February 3rd, only 19% of black people 75 and older had received their first dose of the vaccine. Every other group had rates above 30%, with an overall vaccination rate of 48% in that age group.
The pandemic is showing those. This is a problem with our healthcare system.
The pandemic has exposed racial disparities in the healthcare system. African Americans are also more likely to catch and die from COVID. But how do we undo this vaccine disparity? Vaccine providers say they need to get into underserved communities.
Places of worship, to senior housing, to homeless shelters.
Mobile clinics are a way to do that. So is working more closely with local doctors who are trusted. But not everyone is confident this can be solved easily.
If you ask me, do I think it's going to happen? No.
Bishop John Selders is an organizer with the social justice group Moral Mondays Connecticut. He says these disparities will exist until we address systemic racism in healthcare.
It can't be that vaccines are not getting distributed. So can we just fix that first and then get back to this other thing?
He agrees the solutions exist, but it's about changing the public's overall will to tackle racism.
I think we really are in a dilemma where we have to change our mind about it.
6 years ago, there was a reward out to find whomever vandalized a home in Bristol. Channel 3's Courtney Zeller reports.
Brand new window smashed, nails thrown all over the garage, even torn insulation.
Tuesday morning, one of my guys came in to start working and found all the windows broken out of the house. Amongst other things, they trashed the whole place.
But the most shocking was what was found in the basement of the newly constructed home on Witches Rock Road in Bristol.
There's a heater running in the basement. They knocked it over. It could have lit the whole house on fire. Thank God it didn't.
James Burke with Burke's Building and Remodeling just poured concrete in the basement, so they were using the heater to dry it out. Luckily, a fire didn't break out and no one was hurt. Burke and his crew have been working on the home for about a month, and this isn't the first time vandals struck.
The first week on the job, we had a stack of plywood go missing. Unfortunately, I think that was adults.
The house isn't even up for sale yet, and they believe there was about $5,000 in damages. Not only does it set them back financially, but also with time.
Take a day or so to change the windows and move on from there.
Which is why a reward is now being offered.
If anybody brings us who did it, we'll give you $500.
And they're hoping someone saw something or knows who did it.
Well, kid to get caught, whoever did it, you know. It's definitely got to be kids. I can't see an adult stooping to that.
10 years ago, Whitney Houston was found dead in a hotel bathtub. Channel 3's Bigad Shaban reported from L.A.
Whitney Houston was America's sweetheart, rising to pop stardom in the 1980s and inspiring a generation of younger singers. Her life came to an abrupt end here at the Beverly Hilton. She was pronounced dead in her room on the 4th floor.
We have no obvious signs of anything at this time. We're still too fresh and it's currently being investigated. Our detectives are upstairs right now.
Houston was scheduled to appear at a pre-Grammy party at the hotel. It's hosted by Clive Davis, the music producer who discovered her. The daughter of gospel singer Sissy Houston, Whitney first started singing in church, later doing backup vocals for artists like Chaka Khan and Jermaine Jackson. Her 1985 self-titled debut album was a hit factory and sold millions. The song, Saving All My Love for You, got Houston her first Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal. She went on to become one of the top-selling artists in pop music history, with more than 55 million records sold in the U.S. alone. Houston gave a rousing rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl in 1991. Her talent even expanded to the big screen, in movies like The Bodyguard, which featured her hit remake, I Will Always Love You. But Houston's professional successes were tempered by personal turmoil, like her tumultuous marriage to singer Bobby Brown. The pair divorced in 2007 and share a daughter, Bobby Christina. Houston also had an ongoing battle with drugs. She admitted to abusing cocaine and pills. Her voice showed the trouble. turning raspy and low.
She's lost a quality to her voice. She hasn't lost her artistic instinct.
Houston went to rehab and declared herself drug-free in 2010, but there were missed concert dates and public meltdowns. Houston's death came on the eve of the biggest night in music, the Grammy Awards.
Begad Shaban, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
And that's a look at today in Connecticut history.